What's up, guys? Luca here. Luca Teal, yes, the Ashen one, the Ashen Lucario, the Ashen Luca. It's me. I'm here for another episode of Scumcast. Luca, where's the rest of your piano? I don't know. But we have Slow Mo, we have Singer, and we have the great stage here. So I think we're going to have a great show. What's up, Chief Godstaff? What's up, Drav? What's up, King Metrochan saying definitely not a mini show today? What's up, PlayStation Ecstasy? Yeah, Erica wants me to stop by her show. So let's try and get through this in a timely manner. We're probably not, but one can hope. One can.
That depends on Singer.
Well, I mean, Xbox has some good things going today, but I'll keep it short.
Yeah, if you wish upon a star, maybe dreams can come true. So, here, let me just go ahead and open this up. What's up, Perp? What's up, Geekhead? Drew Hurts, Muck. It shouldn't be a toxic show today, Drew Hurts. So thankful. Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this out. Scumcast is live with the boys. Catch us here, please. And thank you, because we're here together. Okay, so let's go through these topics. So, Singer, what happened this week with Xbox? What's the major thing?
Oh, we finally have the date for the showcase. The time to show all. The time to prove what Xbox is about for the start of this generation. Because it has been very light in the exclusive category until at the end of this year, probably. But we are going to have the big one, the big showcase, where Starfield will be shown off. So finally, people can stop saying, you haven't seen anything of Starfield. How can you be hyped? And for those people that weren't hyped, if it comes out and it looks good, and all of a sudden you're hyped, I'm going to be on your ass. Because I've been hyped before, so don't try and switch up the energy. If you know
what, yeah.
How would they be switching up the energy? Did he leave? Like even his internet didn't understand what he was saying. This is just a plug. Just get him out of here. Like,
all right, I'm so sorry. I didn't even do the intros. Let's do these intros first. First things first. Stage. Thank you so much for coming through to the show. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Not a problem. Hey, I'm Stage from Twitter. Essentially, I like to get into conversations about the industry, talk about sales. I'm mostly a Sony gamer. But I have Nintendo, and I also have a Xbox, and I love them all. So I just want to see the industry grow, especially being myself from a console-centric perspective. But the industry has to evolve, so let's evolve with it.
All right, cool. Singer
dropped out again.
Damn,
Again.
Singer?
Good. Yo, I'm good. It's just a dodgy USB connector. I think I have to get it repaired on the PC. Yeah, what up? It's Destiny, the one and only, your Xbox hero, Don's tape.
All right. Slow?
Yo, what up, y'all? Slow-mo backslap here. We're gonna have a good show, probably a short show, but it's gonna be fun for all an hour and 50 minutes of it. So let's do it.
Yeah. All right. What's up, Damon's Ghost, Spider Meat Puppet, Mizzle, Nico, Vaccine, Spencer, Brandino, the Sly Crow, Deli says he's got some scum in his teeth. Okay. Scum up in there. What's up, Hassan? Is that how you say your name? What's up, Cridge? What's up, guys? How are we doing this fine Saturday? It was like storming, and my grandma was like, there's a tornado warning, and I'm just like, well, I guess it's just gonna have to hit me because I'm not walking downstairs. So thankfully it cleared up and we're Gucci here. All right, so let's go ahead. So Xbox is having their E3 showcase for 2022 on what date again, Singer? Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
you're just gonna have to move on. Everybody's right now. I'm next. It's like a horror movie. They're just taking everybody out one by one.
Oh shit. Okay. Duocast, episode 100 and whatever we're on.
97. We 3 episodes away from 200.
Wow, how exciting. So we'll see if this actually ends up being a real episode. I have a bad feeling that it won't.
I mean, the internet's like, it's not going to be an episode.
Yeah,
We're going to
okay.
keep pulling everybody out. Either that
Okay.
or StreamYard's messed up. Who knows?
Yeah, so Xbox Bethesda's game showcase is announced for June 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the show will feature amazing titles coming from Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda, and their partners around the world. The Xbox and Bethesda game showcase will include everything you need to know about the diverse lineup of games coming soon to the Xbox ecosystem, including upcoming releases to Game Pass on Xbox and PC. The Xbox Bethesda Games Showcase will be streamed on a variety of outlets, 30 languages, blah, 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 blah. So we'll see y'all on that day. And yeah, so boys, who's excited for Xbox Game Showcase?
Yay.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to say I'm excited for
I'm excited as well.
Awesome, dude. Absolutely fucking awesome. Oh, yeah. It's probably what happened, Brandino. It's gone now. It passed me over me too. What's up, Stank? What's up, Arcade? Bray, my left nut is itchy. What's good? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyway, Nautical, what's good?
What's good, man? How's everybody out here doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. We're here living our best lives. But yeah, we're gonna talk about what we're excited.
We're excited about.
We don't want Singer to be great because he keeps disconnecting. Okay, so what are we excited about when it comes to this showcase? I'm looking forward to seeing more on Starfield so I can finally have a real reason to actually be hyped for this game. Unlike some of my brethren, I've not been displaying the same levels of excitement or hype because we haven't fucking seen anything. Yes, I am still to this day a Bethesda fan despite
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you. Despite them breaking my heart time and time again. But I'm not gonna like jump out there saying I'm super excited if it's like I'm not sure. Technically, yes, E3 is canceled, but this is their game showcase and it's happening around the same time E3 would normally happen. So I'm just taking it as an E3 thing. Other than that, I would like to see some more. Like, I actually do want to see whatever games they have going on because I would like to know what the fuck is happening, Xbox? Like, I want to see some of these titles. So what about y'all? What are you excited for?
There are some guarantees. First, I am Starfield gameplay. Needs to be seen. I need to know what I'm playing later this year. I want it to look great. I'm not expecting a God of War graphical showpiece because Bethesda games generally haven't been that. But I'm expecting a really great RPG. Forza Motorsport should show up, should get a release date, should be looking crispy clean. Can't wait to see what Turn 10 have done with their new engine. Hellblade 2 should be there. That'll look fine. It's not for me, but if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Avowed should show up. Hopefully we see some nice gameplay of that. That'll be interesting. But outside of those games, probably even a Redfall gameplay reveal, release date. But outside of that, I have no clue. So everything will be a surprise because they have all these studios making all these games, but none of them have talked about them, shown them, or anything. So I'm like, okay, so what are you going to show? So it should be an interesting time.
I was expecting you to be a little bit more excited than that with Xbox Baby.
Well, no.
No.
I have to cut it short. So
wait, a few less wise.
No. It's obviously I could say it's amazing, but I'm also keeping the expectations a little bit in check because.
What, man? Y'all need to stop doing this.
No, because I don't know.
Keeping expectations in check is the right thing to do.
But the thing is,
his expectations is one thing, but it sounds like. How excited are you, Singer? Are you excited?
On a scale of out of 10, 15. Because I can't wait to see what I'm playing.
How was that keeping your expectations in check?
That's not keeping your expectations in check if you at a 15, bro.
No, can we at least let Singer explain how his expectations have gotten to that level?
I'm still trying. I just wanted to bring the realness out of him. The man got 16 Y's in his name right now, and he sounds like this. He sounds like this lost puppy that's scared to pet him and stuff. So come on, tell us exactly what Xbox is gonna do, bro.
All right, Forte. Yeah. Here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna blow all the walls down. Starfield's gonna look like nothing you've seen. It's gonna be game of the year, guaranteed. Mark it down.
Okay.
Then we're gonna have Redfall. Everyone's slandering it. I bet you that's gonna be a good time. 4-player co-op gonna be fantastic. It will release this year. Forza Motorsport. It's, as I said, it's fantastic. It will, Gran Turismo 7 ain't gonna hold a candle to it, but we already know this because this is a next gen only game. Because PlayStation love their generations all of a sudden. Then you have obviously the unexpected things. Like if I see an Exiles RPG, I'm gonna be screaming from the rooftops because I want to see what they're up to. Avowed. Obsidian's my favorite developer, so I know whatever they're gonna make is gonna be fantastic. So that's fine. But I want to see what they got. My expectations are high, but of course they need to actually, because all I know is code names. I just like, okay, that's cool, but show me, and then I could scream it for the rooftops because I actually know what the name is. Like when they first showed off Avowed, I didn't know it was called Avowed, but then it's like, yo, hype levels through the roof.
Shout out to Lino super chat saying, I can hear the excitement. Side eye run. What's up, all day?
What up?
What's good?
I do have
What's up,
excitement.
General?
What's
What's up,
good,
General
Lionel?
Tao?
What up, man? What up?
I
What
do
up,
have
man?
excitement, but what up all day?
What's up?
What?
Are you ready?
I'm proud of you right now, bro. I'm proud of you. You see now there was a distinct difference between that person and the person you tried to be 5 minutes ago. Distinct difference.
Who?
No, I'm talking about singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the two
Well,
different.
no, all day you just woke the hell up, man. So ain't nobody talking.
yeah,
to
I'm
you.
trying to figure out what y'all talking about. You talking about Xbox?
Yes, sir. The best
The
box.
showcase, yes.
The man
Really
box.
gonna be kids move right now, bro? Are you serious?
No.
The
Like,
best box.
it's.
And are you the best bot?
I am probably the best. No, I'm not the best. No, I can't take the title.
Man.
No, I can't take kids.
You
Move
look
over
like
to
you
that.
want. You look like you wanted it for a second.
This
No,
is
no,
Mr.
no.
This is Mr. Green Room. That's what that is.
I'm just. Look, I have one wall that's green. All right.
One
not
wall
like a-
that's green. Come on, man.
It's
One
his
wall's
feet.
enough.
I'll
Singer.
tell you what. One day we're gonna sit down in Google and Google feature wall, show it in front of you what a feature wall is, and then
Man.
we'll have a understanding. But I mean, of course, to you, this ain't gonna matter. So just sit over there quietly all day and wait
Nah.
for
Oh, he
PlayStation
told
to
you.
do
to
next.
sit
Oh, well, no,
quiet.
you know what? You know what?
Oh,
That's
he
a
told you to be
That's a
quiet.
good segue right there. Because all day I
Mhm.
want to know what your expectations of this show that's going to be in June going to be. Because
Me
he just served it
already?
up. He just served it up to you, man. You just woke up, wiped
Man,
the coal out your eye,
listen.
see how he's talking about you and why.
Hey, I
He said,
mean,
have your breakfast. How about a late lunch?
I had breakfast, but see, I don't like eating turds in the morning. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Like Singer's over there, you know what I'm saying, diarrhea bowl, you know what I mean? Like you over there talking about, what are you talking about, Singer? What look, what game are you expecting to see?
He's
That's
out.
gonna
He's gone again.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
See that right
Starfield.
there?
What do you mean perfect?
Oh, yeah,
Singer had enough of that, man.
the power you couldn't contain it.
Absolutely no.
Oh, here you go. He's back. Okay.
You know, it's all about, well, it's PC problems, so it is what it is.
Mhm.
But
You see, this is why you need a console.
no, because PC has too many plus sides. The downsides
Okay,
of the
so
downside.
stop minusing yourself from the chat then.
So
I can't
so
help.
That's a good one.
expectations. Oh man, hey, Singer over here talking crazy like I won't break his bones and use him to stir a pot up. Man, come on, man.
You can break a wet paper bag.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're getting flimsy, son. Oh,
So
Dang.
I mean,
Man.
stay
That's tough.
in your stables and wait until the Xbox.
Oh,
Live
my
finishes their thing.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you hear
Oh,
a
my
Singer
Lord.
talking
This man
spicy
pulled
with his no game having ass?
Stacy, bro.
Okay.
This guy,
You
I
sing-
am-
singers
now I
all
know why
like
they call
singers
him
all like
Singer,
where's
bro. He's
PlayStation's
bold.
fucking showcase at, huh? That's what's
We-
going
we-
on.
we-
He is bold as an opera singer. Okay.
Oh
All
man.
right,
So
but yeah,
anyway, Microsoft, what they gonna do when they get up there, man? What they gonna do? Start
They're gonna ship-
Crunch. That's what we talking about.
Star what?
Star Crunch, Lil Debbie, Star Crunch.
wait,
You know what I mean?
how do we know that all day?
Star Crunch.
Yes, Fudge Around, Star Crunch,
Yeah,
Starfield.
yeah.
You know.
Okay,
yeah.
how do we know that when we haven't seen anything of the game?
No, I say I hope we see something. We need to see some gunplay. We
You
need to
are
see some
gonna
story
see
beats.
something.
see some main characters. You know,
No,
what
but
I'm
he's
saying?
saying he hopes.
Yeah,
Singer, he
I
hopes.
hope we see this stuff. I don't give a fuck. Give me a reason to be interested. God damn it, give me a reason. Shit.
Were you ever interested?
Hey, I'm good. I like good games. I like good games.
Okay.
I'll play it if it's good. But I mean, so far they want to talk about everything else. You know what I'm saying? The music, the 89-cent coffee they had at the gas station before they went to work. You know what I'm saying? The headphones. They talk about everything else but showing us that fucking game.
They're
So
building up to the
building
reveal.
up. Hey, listen, I'm gonna
It's
tell you
called
two
the builder.
things. There are two things, and what I learned, following this industry for a long time, two things. Either the game is so amazing they can't talk about it, so they're giving you all the outskirts, right? Or the game's a piece of shit, so they gotta talk about everything else to make you to pacify you,
So,
rose-colored glasses. So,
which one do you think it's going to be all day? What
ooh,
side
man,
are you leaning on, bro?
I'm leaning.
You looking at chicken gumbo or you looking at shrimp gumbo? Which one you looking at?
I'm looking at maybe some cup of noodles. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at some cup of noodles.
He said it's ramen. It's cheap.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ramen,
A whole
bro.
box for $2.
So the dollar store version.
Yeah,
dollar
man.
store
I don't know,
version.
man. We talking about the EBT gourmet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
All day. I have to
What
ask you: Are you ready
What's
to
up, brother?
enjoy this steak with some extra sauce, or
Lord.
What steaks?
Starfield steak? It's your
Oh,
prime.
that
prime
dehydrated
steak.
shit the astronauts eat. I don't want that shit.
No, some proper cooked, seasoned steak that we will enjoy,
What about
and
that Fallout steak?
then I will have my apology.
What about that Fallout 76 steak? It's still 76 degrees.
Actually, all day. I'll take my apology. The show after the showcase.
Oh man, this is a wager
I
now.
think
Oh,
I'll take
man.
it then.
So
Yeah.
what about Starfield? You so excited about singing?
For
I'm
one,
just excited to see it.
it's Bethesda's
Yeah.
games. I have
Ooh.
loved Bethesda's games, particularly Morrowind, fantastic. Oblivion, fantastic. Fallout 3, great. New Vegas, fantastic. Fallout 4, great game, regardless what you think.
They didn't make New Vegas.
Well, it's still Fallout.
Well,
I mean,
the one thing I'll give Singer credit for is the fact that there hasn't been a Bethesda published game that hasn't been Game of the Year nominated. So at this point,
Yeah.
there's a lot for him to be excited for, even knowing the game could be buggy as
mean,
heck, may not work for the
developed
first 2
game?
weeks.
You mean
Published game, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, we can see the positives in this.
No,
because,
developed game, not
Developed
published.
game.
Yeah, developed game, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
not
like-
published, developed.
All right, look, I got some questions for y'all. Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
is
let's
this
get
going
first
to be like
question.
the Starfield show? Can we just get is there anything else you guys are excited for?
Can I ask my question?
Is this going to be related to Starfield?
I mean,
here
I
she
just
comes for
started
slow-mo.
talking and
No,
you
I
cut
know.
me off
I'm just
already.
asking. Is this going to be related to Starfield?
It's gonna be related to the actual show.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I can actually ask the question now. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So last year we didn't see a lot of gameplay. Why do you guys think that we're going to see gameplay this year? And if you do think we're going to see gameplay, how much of it are we going to see out of all the gameplay?
Are you fucking crazy?
Are you crazy? Do you think the game's not going to come out this year? Because the only way gameplay won't be shown is if that game's not releasing on November.
I
agree.
literally
I have to
just
agree with
said
that. I have
after
to
Luca cut me off, I wasn't talking about Starfield.
Oh, okay.
So I don't understand how we had
you
that
just said
exchange.
gameplay. You just
Yeah.
said
Y'all
gameplay.
did- I
So-
said
Yeah, the
for the
context, I
whole
guess, was
show.
lost.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to be fair, the only gameplay we talked about was for Starfield. We didn't mention gameplay for the whole show.
Yeah.
if we're talking about gameplay for the whole show, you'll get Forza because that's gonna be Redfall.
Are we gonna see the Xbox? Are we gonna see that Xbox One leak version?
No. We'll have the proper version, not that leaked crap that was in alpha built version of Redfall. The full.
Every time.
Hang on. Let me finish. The gameplay I would expect to see is Starfield, Forza, Redfall, and Avowed. They are the games. Oh, and Hellblade. More of that. They are the games I'm expecting to see gameplay for. They are the games you should expect to see gameplay. Other games, don't expect. Probably an announcement. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I say something to the
Go ahead.
slow-mos? Yeah. I agree with what Singer's saying here as the meat part of the actual show, because remember that this show is basically now going to be a melding of two E3 shows, because Bethesda used to have their own show. So now whatever Bethesda would do is now going to bolster what Xbox used to have. So now you add to that what Xbox show has become, which has become essentially a Game Pass show. We need to forget about the console now. So the thing about it is that the third-party partners are going to make up a big part of what games are coming next to their E3 show. So that's the part we can't expect. Maybe it might surprise a couple of people, maybe it might not. But there are things that are coming which we know might have some effect on the Xbox community or gamers in general and draw you straight to Game Pass. Because remember, it's not about the console anymore; it's about Game Pass. So you got to kind of take that out of the head.
So it's the Game Pass showcase.
Exactly. It's been since 2017.
Yeah,
I
agree with that.
we will see a highlight reel of games coming to Game Pass.
No, I'm
That's
sure.
guaranteed.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think we're gonna see some Elder Scrolls?
No,
Hell no.
not at all. Not at all. No,
We
sir.
might see a
No.
CGI trailer.
That game is
Yeah.
still game is still not
Look,
in pre-production.
The last one we seen, it was like panning over like
It was just like Elder Scrolls 6, baby. For
Right,
just announcing
yeah.
it. I'm like,
that was
hello?
literally a landscape that they could have took from any game. Insert any game.
Right.
Yeah.
It should look like Flight of the Navigator when I seen it, but I'm just saying. I think, yeah, man. We could see another. Yeah, I think Luke was right though. I think another CGI trailer for
How long has it been
100%.
since that one? Like 2017 they did that?
Yeah.
Or 16?
Well, 20.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2017, I think.
For Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
when
did
they
they
announced
show?
it.
When they did it the Fallout 76 reveal. When did that
I
game
don't
come
remember.
out?
Honestly, I don't fucking remember. Shout out to me, Puppet, saying, as far as the Xbox E3 and whatever PlayStation shows, I'll plan for I'll plan for the worst and hope for the best for both companies. Yeah,
There we go.
Makes sense.
That's a good way to look
that's
at
a
it.
Yeah.
positive way of thinking of it. Yeah, as for me, like I said, the only gameplay I'm really expecting is Starfield. For everything else, I'm just gonna be on a wait and see, and we'll see what happens at the showcase. I'm just happy that there's actually like news coming out. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
something to look forward to coming through. So there's that. Other than
And what
that, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, like, what about the last night? The game, that little indie, the gem that just disappeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, no idea, man.
Didn't that game come out?
No, it didn't.
Oh,
No.
wait.
it didn't
I'm
come out.
already thinking about something else.
I think we'll get a couple of more new announcements, like
Mhm.
IO Interactive's game that has been rumored but not actually revealed yet. That
It's
that
2018.
Obsidian,
Shout out
okay,
to
yeah, it was
Nico.
2018. That Obsidian RPG that's supposed to be kind of like Disco Elysium, they probably will announce that too. But as far as like gameplay goes, probably just Starfield, Redfall, Forza, Motorsport, and Avowed. I don't think you're gonna really see gameplay for
Ooh.
anything else.
You might see some contraband, an actual trailer or something about what contraband is.
What was that game again?
It's made by Avalanche. It's
Okay.
the Avalanche Studios game. I can't remember.
I mean, we don't know anything else
Premise-
about it. It was like
yeah,
a 30-second
so-
trailer.
I'd expect maybe a reveal for that. It may show something. I mean, there's plenty of studios that are due to show something. So
Definitely.
So the question is, what are we going to see from 343?
Oh,
we are going to see DLC. We'll see the
Are we gonna-
campaign.
Oh,
expansion.
I'll be excited if we actually see
We
that.
have not seen no campaign
I-
expansion.
I-
Yo, come on, bro.
I was
Stop
about
it.
to say I'll be
Stop
super
it.
excited if I actually saw
Okay,
campaign.
sorry.
To make maps. You want to see a campaign expansion, bro? Stop it.
Shit, hopefully they can equal out to be
Okay.
a 10 plus 10 developer. You know what I mean?
Actually, I'll flip it on you. It won't be a campaign expansion. Certain Affinities game mode.
Yeah, I mean, I expect that. I
Mm.
Yeah.
expect a trailer of that, probably another in-engine floating camera thing, but not actual
No,
gameplay
shut up,
of
Cam.
it.
Stop it, Cam.
Hey,
Stop.
it happened
No,
last year.
I'm
But
sure
no, like
Certain
that
Affinity has
thing
game
is
mode.
supposed to come out around season 3 and later this year. So yeah, like if you're gonna have that coming out, you're probably gonna want to announce it at E3, or I'm sorry, their June showcase.
Don't expect nothing from Perfect Dark. Don't expect nothing
No.
from Coalition.
No.
Coalition's deep in the chamber making the new gears or whatever they're making.
Nothing from Playground Games.
Yeah,
You
They
know,
may
well,
announce Compulsion's game. They might announce
Yes.
that.
In Exile's game as well. But don't expect to see Indiana Jones. That ain't gonna be there.
maybe some Path of Exile too. We might see some of that.
Wait, no, because Path of Exile has nothing to do with them.
Do y'all
Oh yeah,
really
that's
think
right.
that?
Well, he
do
says
y'all-
Xbox Showcase.
Well, do y'all really think that Fable is literally going to like not come out till 2025 or something?
No, I
Maybe.
think it's 2024.
Yeah, because if it's 2024, you need to at least show something. I mean, I understand not showing like this long drawn out piece of gameplay for it. You're going to say that for next year when it comes out, depending on the time period it comes out in. But if it's coming out next year, I think that they should show that game this year at least.
They'll probably show it at VGAs. They could do that.
Okay, yeah, they could do that.
think-
They could do that.
Yeah.
Don't you think that we should give them at least a 2-year timetable?
Has it been longer?
No, because I mean, when did they actually announce Fable? Wasn't it last year?
They
Yeah.
announced Fable last year, but Fable's
Yeah.
been in development
Mhm.
since
For longer.
before Playground
okay,
was
okay, I
even
gotcha.
acquired. So it's been in
Gotcha.
development since like probably about 2017.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the only reason we say because like it was just the worst kept secret ever.
Shit,
Oh, that makes
Fable
sense.
becoming
I
a
can understand
Fable.
I will say some of the games that will release in 24 were probably supposed to release in 23, but the pandemic hit. But also, you can't release like 8 games in a year. You have to delay some to the
Especially not for
following year.
Microsoft.
Well, no, you just
it
don't want
out.
to. No, but you just don't want to overload the year. Like 4 games a year.
Wait,
is
wait,
not-
wait,
I
why
know.
not? Whoa, wait, what did you say?
They
I'm gonna
got
need you to take
zero
I'm gonna need you to take
so
some
far
wise
this
out your
year.
name.
Like,
Well, I mean, it
what?
would make sense because of Microsoft's release schedule, only really needing a major game per quarter. So I mean, and then you can just fill it in with smaller games, to fill in the gaps. And,
Yeah,
and
like
some middleware.
The way they're going right now, they're not going to have a game per quarter. Is the way it's looking right now. So
Right.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. This is something that's like way out in the future.
As of
It seems like-
2023, you'll start to see
Oh my
it
god.
appear.
Oh my God!
Oh, here we
And
go.
then 2020.
Really, Singer?
No.
name 4
No,
games
hold
that's
on, no,
coming
no,
out
no,
in
no,
2023.
No. Hold, slow your roll, Singer. Slow your
I
roll.
can name at least 2, and that's Avowed and Hellblade.
Well, that's not a game per quarter.
No, but we have to see what else is announced because we don't know what else is announced.
It don't matter when you got 1,000
So-
studios.
So how can you call it either way? You can't call it either way. So you can't say no and you can't say yes.
Very unlikely that they're going to announce a game this June and it's coming out in 2023.
Why? What can't you announce a game
They,
coming out
they've
next
been
year?
announcing games since 2017, 2018. They still haven't come out yet. So why would a game announced in a few months come out next year?
But we don't know what
Mhm.
half and all what they're working on.
We don't know shit.
Like
Yeah, that's-
Contraband could come out next year. There we go, 3 games. Like
This is
Yeah,
why.
well,
there's
What game did you say?
third-party
You said
partners
Culture
are so
Fan.
important.
What'd you say?
Contraband.
Yeah.
Oh, Contraband. Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Culture ban.
Let
And
me get
remember, we
this
still have Stalker coming.
member super
Sorry.
chat from Phil saying Everwild will be shown as a new genre, non-existent.
Endangered species.
Stalker- Stalker will probably be a little bit later since they're having those issues over in Ukraine or in the subsequent countries. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
surrounding countries, that is. Yeah, honestly speaking, I mean, we have to wait and see, like, wait for E3 times 8,000.
Wait for
as
E3.
y'all know.
No. It's wait for 2028.
Yeah.
All that
No,
shit.
not at all. Shut your pony ass up.
Wait till
That's
Xbox
Shut your
releases a new
pony
pony
system.
ass up.
That's literally
Inbox
next
is
year.
mad.
Shout out to Glenzer saying, which fan base uses the word pandemic the most?
Xbox.
That's on Xbox.
I don't know.
Oh, it's by far the Xbox.
I
side.
don't know.
Definitely.
I don't think
wait,
so.
hold on. I don't know because do you guys remember? No, you're right. It's Xbox.
I know who
Because
didn't
if
say
you guys
no.
remember when Sony had to delay something, and then all the Xbox guys were like, "This isn't real" or whatever, because like the pandemic was the issue, and all the
Was it Death
Xbox guys,
Stranding or no? Was
all
it?
the Xbox guys were saying like it was people were over exaggerating or whatever, and Sony was like scared of. Remember they were saying Sony was scared
The
of
Last of
Xbox.
Us 2?
Oh, it was
Wasn't
that
that?
showcase.
Yeah, Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
it was
so
Last of Us 2.
They delayed something, and
I
yeah,
actually-
it's
Yeah, the
Xbox
game was
guys.
actually ready though. They just wanted to put more.
I
like,
would
polish
actually
on it.
push back on that because
Okay. Go
Oh
ahead.
Lord, here we go.
lately people have been using the excuse. A lot of ponies have been saying
Oh, now
pandemic,
it's an excuse that
pandemic.
Xbox can have.
Because remember, like these last last couple of MPDs and whatnot, they've been saying, "Oh, but because of the pandemic, there's been chip shortages, and PlayStation hasn't been
that's
selling."
true.
That's true
That's
though.
true though.
It's true, but they've been using the word pandemic a
I have
lot
not
and a
seen
No,
lot.
a
but,
single
but I
person
mean,
say the
it's
word
going to get even
pandemic.
worse
Just
now
say
because
that
of the
there's chip
Chinese
shortages.
lockdowns. Yeah, it's going to get even worse because of the Chinese lockdown now, especially.
I mean, it's just something I noticed.
I mean, okay, let's look
Oh,
at the
breaking
allocation of
fingers.
resources then. So, I mean, hold on.
Why
The
are we even
allocation of
arguing
resources
over a
in Europe
word?
and all the other
It's-
places in the world are actually more accentuated, and in America, Microsoft has accentuated their actual resources to this country in particular, and that lead only amounted to 10K. So, I mean, that's going to last only as long as they play that little game of where the resources are going.
Yeah.
So-
Nico, sorry to interrupt, but Nico said, when was God of War Ragnarok supposed to come out? Okay, that's a good point. They were bringing up the ponies were saying pandemic because of God of War. That's true. I've heard it from both sides too.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So yeah, you were right to push back, Singer. What's up, Tony? What's up, Bless, Red Hair, Halo, Jeff, Johnny, Nico? Good to see you, Leaky. What's up, my boys?
So you're trying to push back on that weak ass ratio. Get out of here, Singer.
He was right to push
All
back.
day,
He was right to
staying
push back. You know,
all day. I'm gonna need.
Pushing back with paperweight.
Singer, your voice got a little bit high. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that because I was gonna say something. And then,
He got a little happy. You know?
Yeah.
you know, all
Anyway.
day you have it. Go back.
Went up a couple octaves, you know.
All right, all right.
All right. So anyway, but yeah, thanks, Nico. You had
Yeah,
Singers
for sure.
back there. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay, we can move on from this. So let's talk about Starfield now. Now we can talk about Starfield. I didn't want to talk about them because we were gonna have a
Oh
segment
my
on
bad.
them.
Oh no, yeah.
Apologies for interrupting you, Slow-Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Is what you thought I would say, right? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I am sorry. Let's see here. Oh shit, my stuff is not loading. I did want to say also thank you. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you to the Realm saying this is what the last night indie dev allegedly said. The Gamergate debate are for journalists and I'm sorry, the Gamergate debate are for journalistic integrity, honest debate, transparency, inclusiveness, and egalitarianism. Soret wrote in September 2014. It was one of his tweets that prompted the most discussion. I'm against feminism because it's getting more and more skewed. He tweeted just for that in 2014. I'm all for egalitarianism. I don't care, boy, girl, alien. I don't know how that's fucking controversial. That's not like. Shout out to Sholon with super chat saying simply because I rocks with Luca. Shout out to you. Yeah. Anyway, thank you to the Realm. I appreciate it. And oh shit, let me just turn this off. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and talk about this Starfield dev coming out. And I think someone confirmed that the shit he's an actual developer, but this dude came through and he said, former Starfield dev says there might be too much content for the game to ship on time. They have an overabundance of content, probably too much. A former Starfield developer says Bethesda will likely have to cut content from the game in order to ship it on time. Earlier this week, a character artist going by Reset Era username Heavy008 revealed a slew of details about Starfield as captured by a Imager user. Heavy claims that Bethesda was a secure place to work. Not so secure if he's coming through saying this anyway. Calling game director, that is, Todd Howard, a charismatic leader. However, while the project is looking good thanks to improving lighting, Heavy says that the project is still facing issues. Flying is terrible at the moment, and Bethesda's new engine is a piece of crap. Despite these problems, there's certainly a touch of optimism in the developers' comments. As to whether Bethesda will hit the Starfield release date, however, they're less sure. Heavy said that Bethesda will try for sure to release the game on time this November, but will likely have to cut what they need to due to an overabundance, that is, of content. A beta set to take place this summer, however, should help reveal the extent of the work that still needs to take place. While it's worth taking these claims with a pinch of salt, this user's identity has actually been confirmed by Bloomberg's reporter Jason Schreier. Posting on Reset Era, Schreier said, Heavy is definitely who they say they were, and he hopes Bethesda's lawyers don't come down too hard on the person for presumably breaking a NDA on Starfield. This would make Heavy that. having the outlet of some of the first Starfield gameplay details if what they're claiming is accurate in the final form of the game. As the character artists themselves point out, the forthcoming beta for Starfield is when everything about the game will become a little bit clearer, as Bethesda gears up to launch the game later this year for November 11th, 2022. All right, thoughts?
Lowered expectations.
No. I love the overabundance because having too much content is good, and for me, it's fine because I play on PC. Now, developers, a lot of games love to cut content. Now, thanks to the amazing people in the modding community, they are always able to go into the game and fetch the cut
Oh, the real
content
devs.
and add it into the game.
The
They've
real
done it with
dev.
KOTOR. They found the cut content, threw
Yeah,
it back
but-
in the game.
This is cross-platform.
Yeah, but all the other games were cross-platform, but they still the PC because the PC.
So-
way
so
the
wait,
PC
wait, so
way-
wait, so-
What
wait,
does
wait,
the
so
modding
wait,
community
wait,
have
wait,
to do
wait,
with it, Singer?
Wait,
Wait.
cross-platform for what?
Sorry, not cross-platform, multi-platform. My mistake.
Oh, yeah. The modding community has to do with it because Singer plays on PC and he gets to see that
Exactly.
stuff. That's what it
because
has to
if you
do.
look at
so.
if you look at Skyrim had a bunch of cut content that no one got to play on console. But on PC, they went into the game, found the files, added the shit back into the game.
Well, that
So you have-
sucks.
So you
Yeah,
have
that's what a lot of games do for PC. Like Elden Ring had that too.
Mhm.
There's cut stuff that people were putting back into the game. So it's for
Mhm.
a lot of games have cut content that the modders go in and they find it and they put it back in and play
Mhm.
around with it. That's just normal.
Singer, can I ask you a question? Though?
Yeah,
Mhm.
How do you feel about what he said? I mean, you're getting off kind of light here.
No, what he said is fine. Bethesda's
What do you
a
mean it's
piece of
fine? It don't sound fine to me.
Well, no, it
How,
no,
why doesn't it sound fine?
yeah, like
Doesn't
what
it
is-
sound? I mean, this isn't a. If you go to a restaurant, they say, "Hey, man, I want that meatloaf." He said, "Waiter say, man, you don't eat that shit." You know what I'm saying? What you gonna say? You no eyebrows is raising.
I mean, are we surprised that their new engine is shit?
Yeah.
Like their old engine is shit too. Like it's still the
Like,
creation. So
it's-
I'm not
it's-
surprised at all.
No, flying is terrible at the moment. Oh, at the moment, yeah. Whenever he's reporting on this and he first came out with this, they can improve that.
He also said
And-
the game was looking good thanks to improved
Yeah.
lighting. I don't know what that means exactly, but you know,
But then he also say it's not going to look as good as like Horizon.
which I mean, few games do, to be
Right.
honest.
Yeah, it's not good. But if
Can't
you
do
look
it
at
with it, man.
Skyrim, you gonna say that's the most visually impressive game? No, but
Fuck
it's
no.
what Bethesda do. They have their own art style, and it's gonna
Is
be in the Bethesda art style. So
It
I'm
was impressive when it came out in 2011.
well, yeah, but it's it's
It
not
really
a God
was,
of War
yes.
or and the advantage with being on PC is the modding community will make it look better anyway. So I mean, I'm holding
that what
nothing.
you call your
but
age?
yeah,
thumbs
but
here.
that's an an augmentation. How do you feel about the actual base process, the actual development process in and of itself? Actually, just once it ships and it comes to the consumer, that's because I mean, from me speaking as a console gamer, that's what we get. So I mean, and I understand you have a PC, but you're also an Xbox guy. So thinking of somebody who is, let's just say you are thinking solely for an Xbox, how would you feel if certain things were missing when it ships to you, Singer?
What things are we talking about missing? You mean like the cut content?
The flying and everything like that, missing content.
Well,
They
the
didn't
fly.
say the flying was going to be cut.
Yeah.
They
Well,
said
the
the
flying
flying
is
is
should
not
be.
He
doing
said
it.
the flying is bad
all,
right
all
now.
they said
Okay.
was at the moment the flying isn't good, but you can
Also,
improve that.
there's nothing wrong with them cutting content if there's an overabundance of content.
Yeah.
Overabundance means too much, so
Mhm.
it's fine.
Yeah, I agree with that. Although to Stage's point, I don't quite like, and it's something I've always had an issue with Bethesda, where it's like a lot of Bethesda fans are like, oh, but the modding community will take care of that. And it's
Yeah.
just like y'all don't even like why are we relying on the community to fix things
Exactly.
that Bethesda should have ready, should have done, should fix on their own? And it seems like there's a pattern of this when it comes to their releases, where it's always, well, the modding community will take care of that. They'll take care of this. They'll fix this. They'll fix that. And it's just like, yo, when is Bethesda going to fix it?
Well,
Because-
hopefully. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you done or no?
No,
Go ahead.
because I was gonna say, because on, like as Steak said, on the consoles, you're not getting that. You're
Okay.
not going to get that stuff.
So hopefully, due to the very visceral backlash that they received with Fallout 76. Maybe things will be better this time around with this game. I don't know, honestly. Like I said, I'm taking everything with a pinch of salt or a grain of salt, whichever, and we'll see how the game is looking when it actually comes out. I'm not going to act like it's gonna be like the best thing ever or perfect in any way when it comes out. My only concern is it actually running well and not being buggy to the point where I'm crashing every 5 minutes or
Well,
whatever.
if
So
if it's true that that beta's coming out, then probably everyone will be able to get their hands onto
I
what
said Fallout
Starfield.
76. Please listen. I said Fallout 76, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I said
Yeah,
Fallout 76. So
But yeah, the beta should provide some insight into what, and plus what they show off. So we should have a good be able to get a feel of it before the game releases about what all in all is. Although the problem with that is beware of spoilers if you are interested in the game, because as soon as the beta launches on PC, the data miners are going to dive straight into the files and
Oh,
drag
man.
the entire story out of that bitch.
Truth.
So,
Truth.
I don't know.
so
Might not be much of a story. They said you got to make your own fun. Remember? So
well, that's loosely. There's going to be a story. Like Skyrim was create your own fun, but there was a story. Oblivion, create your own fun, but there was an overarching story, plot points, important characters. You know, whole kill the dragons. Alduin's coming back. The Elder Scrolls.
I'll be right back.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would imagine and all these factions, things being split up in factions seems interesting. So I would imagine there'll be quite a bit of story content there. I wouldn't expect it to be a No Man's Sky.
And you know what? Too, I was thinking about this the other day. Like they really can't come out there and like, what are you? How are you gonna look cool as an astronaut? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, how'd you look cool in space? I mean, if you could customize
I mean,
your character, I'm sure you could
I mean,
look
from
cool.
the little screenshots we've seen, I mean, I don't see no armor silver right now. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know,
That
man.
might be a base starting suit, though.
Could
Like,
be.
because it's going to be an RPG, so expect new gear,
Oh,
expect
of course,
new.
of course.
Like,
It's
you
about art style and art direction.
But
That's what
there's
it's about.
when is their armor? I mean, some of the armor don't. Oh man, I never really been a fan of the art style, but
Yeah, me either.
the armor just don't look good to me. But let's hopefully it can look better in this game. But
I mean,
No.
I'm sure it'll be a fun experience. It should, people are compared saying No Man's Sky. It's going to be nothing compared to that.
I
might
think
be
No
some
Man's Sky
aspect.
will still be better though, for sure.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely,
Absolutely not. But
How do you
absolutely.
know, Singer?
Yeah, hey, that game's
because
amazing right now.
No Man's Sky, the way it played, the
Have you played
the
it? You played
basis
it,
of
right?
the, I
Have
have
you
played
played
it.
it
I played it.
recently?
Yes, I haven't played it recently. No,
Oh man.
Have you played it since the big update and all that multiplayer and all
no,
that?
no.
Oh, so you don't know what you're talking about.
No. But like,
Neither
I'm ex-
do you because you don't know anything. We don't know anything about this game. We don't know.
I know
If it's gonna be
about No
better or
Man's
not,
Sky.
so.
So I know about No
But we
Man's
don't
Sky.
know. You're making you're assuming it's gonna be better. You don't know for sure. And just like
Yeah, we
Singer doesn't
wait.
know for
It's
sure.
better right now because it ain't out.
Singer doesn't know for sure.
Yeah,
if it's coming
silly,
out.
bro.
This is why the anticipation is growing, because we really need to see what this game is all about at
I
the end of
mean,
the day.
I'm just excited for just to see what it is, what the gameplay
Yeah.
is. I mean, I'm expecting a great Western RPG, a space opera, in a
Mhm.
Space
sense.
opera. How exciting!
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it should be fun. Like the fact you can ally, you can
No,
even
I said it was
join.
exciting. Yeah.
The fact you can even join the enemy faction is cool because you could join the bad guys. I'm like, yo, let me join the bad guys. Fuck all the good guys. No. So I mean,
That doesn't sound like a lot of like narrative, a lot of story. If you can join the bad guys,
So it's like the
Well,
alternate universe
I
of
mean, we don't
Starfield.
know anything about the
yeah,
game,
we
so
have
to-
it's
also-
not.
exactly,
it-
exactly what
that
Luca
is
said.
something
I
that
mean,
we
look
know
at-
about the game.
Yeah,
Hey,
look
Yeah,
at
like we
Fable.
don't. You saying like that doesn't sound like a lot of story off of you can join the bad guys is like what does that even mean? Like
That means that like in the history of games and RPGs, when you have that much freedom, you don't really get like a ton of story with that freedom.
okay, well I would like to let you know that they've had
Fable
factions in
did that.
other. They had factions in other Fallout games, and there was story associated with those factions. It's
Singer.
actually like the main focal point of the story is that you choosing which faction, and you can choose the quote unquote evil faction or bad faction. So, and the same was I didn't finish Fallout New Vegas, but I'm pretty sure like there was factions in Fallout New Vegas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the thing is, if you paid attention when they released this actual tidbit about the game, about the factions and the different kinds of factions you could join and the information about them, they said, from the enemy faction, you could be a mole, you could be a spy, you could just be like, yo, here's what the bad guys are up to, deliver it to whoever you're delivering it to. You know, you could do the whole undercover space detective if you want. And that sounds fun. Like, undercover space detective? I'm down with that, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, and there was like Brandino was saying, Elder Scrolls 2. There's factions. I remember, I was part of Dark Brotherhood. You guys remember how fucking lit that shit was? Like getting like that shit was so damn
fools in their
cool.
sleep. You know what I'm
Like
talking about?
joining for Skyrim, and then also the Thieves Guild, whatever they were called. That was a fun quest line too. And then there was also the Winterhold? That quest line too. So all this stuff is fun. Like I said, we don't know too much about it. I'm not super concerned right now. I really have to gauge my feelings on Starfield once we actually see something. And I'm making the assumption that we're going to see gameplay this E3 because that's typically what they do is that they they'll announce a game and then they'll show off the gameplay and then the game comes out later on the year. You know what I mean? You guys can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No
So,
birds here.
No. Me and the birds have reached an equilibrium. They haven't like woken me up in quite some time. I haven't threatened to choke them out in a while either. So I think we're all good now.
Hey, Singer, who's gonna do space better, the Doom guy or Starfield?
Well,
just say they're both Team Xbox.
They're both Xbox, so it's no competition. But it's it's gonna be a fun time. If you're interested, you're interested. It's gonna be a real.
They'll make you away.
Hey, all day. I will say it'll be a real RPG, though. You know.
Singer, I have a question for you, Singer.
What up?
You don't have an Xbox, right?
I do. A Series S.
Okay, never mind. Then you do have one. I just wanted to ask.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes,
then
I do have an Xbox.
Continue on with the conversation then.
Thank you very much.
Because I was about to say, I was like, you up here talking about Xbox so much you don't even have one.
No, he's got one. You guys have heard the birds, right? Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Please do not gaslight me. Like
no. You are not going crazy, Luca. You are not going crazy. I promise you that.
Luke, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been a couple of times during the last month or so when you was like, "Y'all give me birds," and I'm like, "What birds?" And then Lionel was super chats and looking in her own head. I don't hear no
Lionel's milking that.
No. I finally did hear the birds on your last live stream. You was like, "Man, the birds," and I was like, "Oh my god, they're real."
I hate you guys so fucking much. Anyway, so whatever. Anyway, moving on from that. Yeah. So, any more concerns with this or excitement? Like, honestly, Deli, our good friend of the show, Deli, was talking about how this guy is probably going to end up being blacklisted, fired.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Okay, so you guys know that ads are based off what you look up, right, or what your own shit. You guys are seeing these not diamond. Hold on, what is this? These bracelets. So my mom asked me and my siblings to get her one of these expensive ass fucking bracelets for Mother's Day, which of course we did, right? But then I'm like, I took it out of its nice little bag and I was looking at it, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty mad looking at it. I was like, we all this money for this shit right here? Like, it just doesn't feel like it's quality, I guess. I don't know. Well, I was really disappointed. I haven't said anything to my siblings or my mom about it, but, she likes what she likes and she wanted what she wanted, so whatever. Moving on from that. Oh, happy birthday, Connor, and then happy birthday to Strict as well. And happy birthday to y'all.
Shout out to the
happy birthday, Connor.
Shout out to the Tauruses out there.
The show is always at the same time. It's been the same time for months now, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's been this time for longer than that.
Yeah, all right. So we can move on from that. Okay, so who wants to talk about these timed PlayStation trials? I really don't, but we're going to we are going to talk about it. And we'll go through Nibel's tweet and then we'll just scroll down and everything. There was some backlash when this came through. I was minding my whole ass business as per fucking usual. Okay, so according to game developer sources, Sony is requiring devs to offer timed game trials for PlayStation Plus premium subscribers for games that cost more than $34, must be 2 hours long. Devs have up to 3 months time to offer a time trial, change not retroactive. These new time trials must be available to PS Plus premium subscribers for at least 12 months, according to the report. Keep in mind that these are not a replacement for normal demos. Devs are still free to release demos, free weekends, etc. for everyone. Sony's also open to releasing custom game demos instead of time-limited game trials, but these will only be approved on a case-by-case basis. Developers are also still free to publish free weekends, game trials, or custom demos, okay? Small update. It appears that Sony's own PlayStation Store team will create these 2-hour trials for developers. Article also mentions that this new policy hasn't been officially announced for third-party partners yet. So Sony has recently added an official frequently asked questions for their updated PS Plus service. So yeah, what are we thinking, guys?
And the initial thoughts were the devs aren't going to like this, but now they're saying that the actual store team are going to do the demos and devs don't have to worry about it. This is a good thing because they shouldn't have to worry about making these stupid game trials, which
They're
PlayStation
not
used to
stupid.
which PlayStation used to have, then took them away from you and now giving them back to you again. It's crazy. It's like you used to have these, they took it away, said "fuck you." Then they said, "Oh, here we go."
I mean, they
these
probably took it away for a reason, Singer.
back. Yeah,
Singer,
they
but you
did.
know what they still have though?
What?
James.
I mean, that's fine. Those games are not for me, but they do have games. Yes.
You're RPG guy. You're a liar. Go ahead.
RPG guy that fell asleep during Horizon Zero Dawn. So why am I
Do you
going to
like
the
Hellblade,
sequel?
Singer?
Yeah.
Nope. I played.
Oh, you
I
don't like
played the
Hellblade.
first Hellblade. It was all right. It was the whole voices in your headphones was a
Gotcha.
cool experience. Would I do it again? No. Will I play number 2? No.
So you're angling more for their PC centric side.
I'm angling for the RPG side.
Exactly.
And
Okay. So
Horizon just doesn't cut the mustard.
yeah, I got you.
Then we have.
Yeah, Horizon is boring. So Horizon Zero Dawn, that is. So,
but the game trials is a cool idea. I mean, if you're unsure about a game, now the fact they haven't approached the third party yet probably means there'll be pushback because you have to go to EA and these other people and say, "Oh, game trials," and they might have a problem because EA has their own trials on EA Play, right? You could try a game out for 10 hours or whatever it is.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So they might be like, well, we already offer the service for our game, so we're not going to sign up for it. But then if they say, well, you have to do it to sell, so there might be some back and forth between the third parties and PlayStation. So that might cause an issue.
How about they
Overall,
just-
do I care? No. Is it a good feature? Yes. So there we go.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. I like that. Yeah.
I think I mean look, I think it's good that developers aren't going to have to make these or do any additional work or anything like that. I do kind of feel like some developers will still and publishers will have a problem with game trials, a 2-hour game trial, if it will potentially mean that they would lose out on sales from people who would eventually end up not liking their game, but they already spent the money anyway. And with the way the PlayStation's refund policy is, you downloaded, installed the game, and played 2 hours of it, you're not getting no refund back. So like now, you can see a publisher like, I'm gonna lose out on money on this because we expect a percentage of the people, no matter how good a game is, to get a game, buy a game, and be like, oh, that wasn't for me. And even if they go get it from like say Forte's GameStop, when they go ahead and bring that game back to GameStop and said, yeah, this was a mistake for me, that's not that GameStop isn't going back to Sony and saying giving us money back. That's a used game that GameStop is going to resell. Sony still got their money. So it's just like the devs also still got their money. So it's like that could be where the devs are like, I'm losing money out on this when people get a chance to try this game and then turn out they don't like it. So I don't know.
Do you
I think it's kind of.
Do you think it's possible that they might revamp like their refund policy or whatever?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
And Slow-Mo gave them too much credit because it's not even download and install. It's not even download and play. It's just download the game, and then once you download it to your system, you can't return it.
What's the refund policy for Xbox and PC? Because I've never refunded a game.
Xbox is 2 hours.
Steam is 2 hours, no questions asked. You
Yep, 2 hours.
don't
no
even
questions
need to
asked, just
provide a
return it.
reason.
Yeah.
If you're below 2 hours, it doesn't matter what the game is. You just hit refund. The money
That's
comes
awesome.
straight back to you.
Yeah, the only stipulation Xbox has is if you are one of those frequent returners, they'll start denying you returns. But if you're not doing it all the time, they'll let you do it.
Steam definitely has the best because no questions asked. Do it as many times as you want. If you're just not happy with the game, just refund. Done.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people bought Cyberpunk on Steam.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Are we thinking like this is a net positive for gamers, or
I think it is.
I think
Yeah,
it
this
is.
is a
Yeah.
I think this is a positive because it allows people to have that little bit of access. The problem that I see is that this used to be something that was available on the original PSN Plus, without there being any premium tier. So I think this should be available to the majority of the masses.
Yep, that's what
That's my only problem.
You think it should be something that's on the PS Plus Essentials?
Yeah, I don't think it should be
Yeah.
a premium
Yeah,
edition
I agree with
because
that.
it's past. It used to be
Yeah.
a base product. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
And
only problem with it. No, go ahead.
I mean, it's still there on PSN. Like, you can go on the PS3 store and you'll still see it. Like, they're old time trials, even though you can't really use them to a certain degree. But they're still available. I mean, but hopefully they make well, if they get it to be available to like a larger and more expansive group of people that are making games that are over $34, then I mean, this could be bigger than it was on the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Brief interlude to say, or apparently, The Winds of Winter is going to be a big book. The way it is going, it could be the longest book in the series to date. So, is that Game of Thrones?
That is the Song of Ice and Fire, which
okay.
that's the book series. Game of Thrones is a TV show.
Someone, you finally got an update.
What's the update? It's coming out.
I mean, yeah, they've been working on that. They've been working on that book.
That's a Starfield of
That
books.
is not an update. This man been saying that. He's been saying that since 2012. That is
Right.
not an update.
He said it's going to be a big book. Yeah.
Well, we knew it was going to be a big book.
No.
It literally took them so long to make that book that Game of Thrones literally had to start making up stuff because he just was taking too long.
Shit, that's funny. Okay, so something else happened. Oh, you can't stack PS Plus anymore.
That's the most dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they don't want people taking advantage of them, which is understandable, but obviously it's a bitch
not
move.
understandable.
Well, yeah, it is a bitch move. Either way you look at it, like you
That's not
can't defend
understandable.
it. But I mean, Moneybags Jim Ryan is head of PlayStation, so expect this kind of thing.
I think that, like I said, it's their prerogative to do what they want to do when it comes to that. I understand the direction. They don't want to feel like they're it's not they don't want to feel like they will lose money by allowing people to do that. But it just ultimately comes down to whose fault is it that. And we were talking to, shout out to Kronos that was on DPS the other day. Whose fault is it that all of these PS Now cards are sitting in Rite Aids and stuff like that, where somebody can just walk in and purchase it? It doesn't say on that card that, if you purchase today, you won't be able to redeem it. It doesn't give you any type of information like that. So limiting people that have nothing to do. It's like some people might have just bought PlayStation Now, and like I said, there's a lot of people buying it just because they want to do the stacking thing. But the fact that they're available out there, you should be willing to say, okay, we're going to eat a good amount of subscriptions right off the back because there's going to be cards out there that we, some retailers didn't throw out.
I did want to say, Nautical, it must be cutting into their margins significantly.
It definitely is.
Choose
it definitely is.
Block it, which I can't, because I I didn't think it would be a lot of people doing this stuff because I've done it myself, like because of CD keys. I've stacked my
Mhm.
I don't know for how long, but I stacked it for enough for me to be like cackling to myself as I was stacking it. But anyway, like
Yeah.
so like the amount of people and the amount of money they were losing, it must be significant.
But
for
let me
them to
ask you
choose to do
something.
this, so.
So these companies, they watch and look at everything that each other does.
Mhm.
They literally didn't see Xbox do this 4 years ago when they started converting everything over and saying, hey, you know, you can stack it up to 3 years and stuff like that. You know, and people, and even before Xbox announced that you could do that, people were going out and doing that. And they just kind of confirmed it through back channels and letting people know they can do that. So
Yeah.
it's just weird to me to know that your biggest competitor has had this blueprint out there for years for you to be able to say, if we're going to do this, we're gonna have to hook up with a better way of not losing as much money up front. And I think they tried to do that in January, and I think that's the biggest thing for me that hangs up on me. They sent all of our stores like a memo and said, please pull all PlayStation Now gift cards off the wall. The 3 months, the 6 months, and a year. They said they didn't even say storm in the back room. They said throw them out. So all of our stores did that. Now, if some stores probably didn't do it because they probably had management changes and stuff, and you never know, somebody came into the store and probably still got some through the cracks because they would still work if you ring them up. But it was instructed to throw those things out. So they did that part of it, knowing that this was going to lead up to this situation. But they had to know that it was going to be at least a significant portion of people that was still going to find a way. What about people that bought cars like for Christmas? You know, and never put them in because people walk in my store all the time with gift cards that they got for their birthday in November of last year, and they just happen to find it and they want to use it. So you're basically penalizing people that had nothing to do with the conversation you were having with people when you announced this. So I always thought there should have been some type of buffer in there, or at least tell people like, hey, but when you make this announcement, tell people like, hey, we're not stacking memberships. But instead of just coming out and just throwing out a statement saying, oh, this is what it's going to be, and this is what everything's going to be. And then they want to throw a FAQ out like 3 weeks later, telling people like what's good and what's not good. I just don't like that. That's just, I don't want to call it anti-consumer because they have the right to do that because it's their platform, but it just doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. And especially for a person that spends their money on something to be basically sitting there holding the bag until they basically decide what you're going to do. And then their whole explanation of saying, oh, we're going to allow you, if it's worth the value of a year for the monetary value of $60, you're going to get 180 days or 183 days of PlayStation Premium. Well, that's exactly what Xbox does right now. You could have put that into your whole FAQ at the beginning. You would have never had this situation. But guess what? You allow people to go out there, spend their money. Now you got a PR problem, like as always when it comes to stuff like this.
Okay, so wait, before you go, Persona's saying the cards are not invalid. If someone buys if someone buys a PS Now card, they'll still be able to use it when the new service launches. They'll be able to stack when the new service launches. That is. If someone missed the old stacking method, they just missed the boat, they'll be able to stack on the new service. Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, I stacked the service mostly. Why did I do it? I don't know.
A lot of people did. I stacked it.
Oh, I guess it was just an opportunity.
It was on sale. It was on sale.
It was on sale.
40, it was like $40.
It was like on sale, so that's why I did it. For myself, that is. Is it real or fake outrage? Is anything real or fake? And I don't know. Like I really
exactly,
don't know.
it's relative.
It's funny you said that because I can't remember who said it on Twitter. It was someone with the check mark. Either way, PlayStation.
Oh my god!
You have to add that
I think
part.
it was Jeff Grubb. Either way, no, but like other people have mentioned this. Have you noticed PlayStation's messaging has been kind of weak lately?
Okay.
Like,
so Singer,
like the way they've messaged this across, for example, the PS Plus tiers, they've kind of done it in a way which is like, it's like,
yeah, me looking at those tiers makes me feel like I'm dumb or something. I'm like, what am I looking at right now?
That chart could have been designed better.
The messaging seems to be slipping over there at PlayStation. So.
Can you give another example?
Yeah, I need to get
messaging slipping.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, the
man.
whole
It
we
could be
believe in
better, but
we
that's
believe
not
in
flipping.
generations, and
Yeah,
then
that's a
not.
good point. Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
you know
But
that's a
then-
good one. Get
but then
one more to
also-
make it 3. Come
But
on.
then also the chart they release, we need a PhD in astrophysics in order to figure it
Yeah,
out. You know?
I do think it is a lot of fake outrage out there about the situation, especially when it comes to like this community in particular. My only kind of and I'm only indifferent to it because I work in retail and I have to deal with the fallback of all this happening. And it's not
So you're
just
not
me.
indifferent to it.
No, I'm just saying my difference to. I said it different. I'm saying my difference to the situation is for me and people that work in retail. This is something that we have to deal with because those people aren't going to go yell at Sony. They're going to come yell at us about this doesn't work, and then all of a sudden we're going to have to do refunds and stuff like that. And that's just extra stuff that we don't have to deal. That we don't want to have to deal with. That's why I just wish they would have just came out and been more clear and concise about the information up front. Because I don't have a problem with them doing this. It's their platform. They can do anything they want to do, but when you encroach on other people's ability to do their job the way they're supposed to do it, then that's where I have an issue with. So it's mostly just the part of my job that it kind of falls into in a lot of other people's jobs and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is nothing because Xbox does the same thing. The only difference is they allowed you to do it for up to 3 years compared to what Sony's doing.
That makes sense. It's good to know. I can understand where you're coming from. What was I going to say? I can't remember. I can remember. I can understand definitely where you're coming from. Do we want to take a look at this PS Plus tier chart or PS
Nah.
Now or whatever the fuck?
It just makes me feel nauseous looking at it.
Yeah, I don't think I
It's,
wanna
just, it's a
do
better
that.
deal than gameplay or something.
Oh my god,
Like,
it's fine. It's just
Yeah, it's fine. Whoever made that chart needs to stop sniffing whatever they're sniffing before you make the chart.
Oh man, here we go.
Man, Singer's just gonna make it look worse than what it really is. I mean,
No, but like
yeah,
they showed an
Are-
Xbox chart compared next to it, and I'm like, see,
Yeah,
this is
Singer,
clear
can I ask you a
Xbox
question?
size.
Were you
What?
ever going to be interested in this thing?
One day, maybe, yes.
One day,
One
maybe.
day.
What kind of answer was that?
Especially
Well,
no,
because-
not Singer, the PC cuck of the whole community. Telling people,
He's not a cuck of the whole community. There's worse stuff.
telling
No,
people
no,
that the
these worst
PC,
PC
that the
people than
PC is
me.
going to be the greatest platform
There
ever
are
because
worse
it's going to
PC
have
guys.
everything.
There's worse PC guys. I
Yeah,
did want to say real
There
quick.
are worse
There
PC
are.
guys.
Real
Singer's
quick.
almost one of
them.
Real quick. I did want to say shout out to all of the. This is like a no offense or anything, Singer. You know exactly why I'm saying it, but shout out to the happily married Black men on my panel who've been married to their significant others for quite some time, who've been able to hold down a stable marriage for all of these years and have children and actually have lives with their wives. Like shout out to y'all for
Mhm.
achieving such a amazing endeavor. While some people in your age range are still single,
Oh man,
talking about fucking
Oh,
bitches, but
man.
whatever. Anyway, just shout out to y'all.
Hey,
You know,
Oh,
to
man.
the Black men I have a lot of love and respect for on this panel.
appreciate
Yes.
it. Appreciate
That
it.
who I've been friends with for over, let's see, like about 5 years now, 4 or 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years, something
Oh,
like that, with a consistent friendship. And I appreciate the fact that y'all respect women and don't demean them or talk down to them. Thank you so much for that. So shout out to y'all, you know, for being able to hold down relationships and also hold down conversations with. Oh yes, there's Nautical with his wife. Wonderful.
You about to spend that to somebody. You better chill out.
You know, shout out to them. Stable with marriages for the win, absolutely. Shout out to all the married people in my chat or people who've been in stable relationships for years. Not me. I haven't been, but you know, shout out to the men, especially who've been in stable relationships with one single woman for all these years and do not demean or talk down to women who are not raging misogynists trying to cover up the fact that they're misogynists with whatever nonsense comes out of their fucking
Did
mouth.
somebody
love-
DM you something?
she's about
I-
to say it again. She's about to repeat.
Listen,
man.
I'm just showing my appreciation for you.
Luca,
Yeah,
ain't-
she's
I
a lot
get
of
it,
bullshit.
but
Hey, Luca, I have something on that. Shout
Sure.
out also to the people, to everyone in the gaming community who respects Iwata's legacy and you know doesn't use Iwata's death as a talking point. Shout out to everyone in the community who you know respects the dude and you know.
Yes,
That's all I wanted to add.
I'm with
Yeah,
it, man. But
shout out
yeah,
to everybody
shout
doing
out
it
to
right out
loyal
here.
black men because black.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to loyal black men because black men don't cheat. Say what
But
you
what? Hey, what is
black
going
men
on?
don't cheat.
What is happening? I must be missing
Hey,
well,
Luca, I need you to
got
I need to get into a
bro,
party
you better
chat with
just
you
say
later.
something now. Like, we're
yeah, I'm
forever
just
holding
Yeah.
shout out to y'all for not being crusty old men calling me a hoe. I appreciate that.
Oh
No,
man.
Thank you so
Take-
much. You know,
You gotta admit,
I really
some people
do
out there
appreciate
still
it.
becoming Jergens warriors. You know
Yes,
what
so shout out to y'all.
Jerkins Warriors.
I mean?
Shout out to the people who don't complain after being blocked. I'm just just like
Oh,
this.
man.
This is not directed towards anyone in particular, of course. But
Man, the shade, bro.
As she pulls her
Oh,
glasses
my
down and
Lord.
looks right at the person.
if it turns into something else, I will say exactly what happened. But hopefully, nothing comes of it because this is something I really don't want to deal with because I don't like dealing with misogynistic
Yeah.
pricks. So
Facts.
we can just move on from that. Yes, there are definitely good black men out there. I appreciate, and good men in general, honestly speaking, who appreciate and love their wives, or appreciate and love their significant others, and wouldn't disrespect them. Shout out to them. Shout out to especially the ones who are like in their 50s talking about fucking bitches still,
What?
like
50s?
Hey,
Oh,
wait.
Oh,
they're
she
50s.
just
Oh,
okay.
I think I know who
we
she is.
everyone is getting it. Okay.
Okay, now I know. Okay.
God,
I don't,
like
man.
so yeah.
Are we age shaming the pussy getters?
No. Not, it's
No,
not
no.
the. It's like
Oh, it's particular. It's particular.
It's very
Okay,
Now we're
okay,
putting the
okay.
puzzle together, Luca.
Oh,
Thank you.
all
It took us a
right.
little while.
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to everyone in my chat. I love you guys. Shout out to all the men in my chat, especially for being so supportive and kind, and also willing to engage with me. And when you have a disagreement with me, you don't automatically start attempting to demean me and talk down to me like I'm some kind of fucking idiot. I appreciate that because you guys know that I'm not stupid, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's
Okay?
Shout out
Hey,
to the
look,
most.
you sitting on
you're
the
quite intelligent. I don't know
you
who
sitting
would
on
be
the
dumb enough to say that.
Shout out to the most entertaining and lovable person in the community.
Thank you. I
Wait.
appreciate that so much because
Wait, who
most of
said
you
that
are
so I can
aware.
block them right now?
No, I will talk about it later. But most of them are aware that, like, I am. First of all, most people are aware that I'm a relatively reasonable and logical
Yes.
person and
Yes.
willing to have a
on
conversation.
Saturday for sure.
Most of you guys are aware that I have taken up for men's issues multiple fucking times, and I've called out women for being sketchy sketchers, aka toxic
This is the
bitches.
truth.
But whatever. Like, I guess I just hate men. Or what? Anyway, we can just move on from this.
Hey,
Yeah,
what is
that's funny.
happening?
You literally just said everything, Luca, right
If-
there.
if you know, you
don't
know.
even-
If you
that
don't-
person's that person.
I mean,
shouldn't
I'm
even
pretty
be
sure I'll know
on the
later,
radar.
but
They're not
shit,
even
now
worth
would
it.
be
Like,
great.
Yeah.
Yes. So we can just move on from that. Hopefully, like I said before, hopefully nothing
Whew.
annoying comes from it. But I did get some
Yeah.
DMs about some shit talking, and I just wanted to be like,
Mm.
I just want to make sure I said something,
I just
Yeah.
want to make, did they start in spaces?
No.
No, they
Okay,
wouldn't do that.
good.
I might.
Oh,
I swear to God, I hope I don't, but I might show up in a YouTube video, and I really just hope it doesn't happen.
Actually, Luca, you'll probably end up in the irrelevant files.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I just, like I said, please, like, I don't feel like doing video back and forth with people, so I would rather not. But whatever.
You
Too
talking?
much
You
drama.
talking? Are you? This
We'll
must
talk
be.
about it
All right,
later.
let it go.
can
She
just-
she
we
she
can-
got
Yeah,
bars
absolutely.
off.
We can move on.
Yeah,
Okay,
move
so
on.
time trial, I don't care, honestly speaking. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. If you didn't stack your shit, you should have stacked it when you had the chance. Like, damn, sucks to suck, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yep.
Like, you should have stacked it when you had the chance. That's all I really got to say about it.
Mhm.
I don't know, like, is it anti-consumer? I can't really fathom the concept of it being anti-consumer when it's like you were attempting to get like one over on Sony in the first place, which is fine. Like, of course, do your thing, get one over on this shitty corporation. I'm totally with it, but it's like it's not anti-consumer in my opinion.
Right.
But it's just my opinion, so whatever. You're free to disagree. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go channel member topics and then skedaddle. I guess
For sure.
Yeah.
Man,
Unless you guys have anything
this
else?
is Stevia week, huh?
Is there anything else going on?
No, that's not much there.
Is there anything else going on, guys?
No.
Oh no.
Xbox got games out right now.
We'll
No.
do soon, and they'll be Game of the Year contenders, sir.
No, I
Yes,
said
sir.
right.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna buy the industry, they might as well have some Game of the Year.
Listen,
contenders.
it's by the industry.
Nah,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna buy the industry. They're
I
only
think
gonna
the
buy
only the thing is that Discovery finally finished their Warner Brothers acquisition, and they're they're making moves already.
Yep.
Canceling CW shows, and there's talk.
Oh yeah,
they're-
With the shit, what they canceled?
They canceled
Batwoman.
Legends, and they canceled Batwoman.
Well, I didn't hear the first thing you said.
Legends of
Legends.
Tomorrow.
As long as it's the DC
Yeah.
shows, it's fine with me.
I guess it is the Legends of Tomorrow now, huh? All right.
But
Yeah.
they
Sorry, Connor.
there's also
Sorry,
talk
Connor.
that they're like potentially making moves to sell off some of the gaming division, or maybe all of it. So yeah.
Okay, well, we smoking on that Batwoman pack. Rest in peace. Hush, hush. Like, yeah, rest in peace, Batwoman. Sucks to suck, I guess. And then also Legends, 7 seasons. Really, rest in peace to that.
Listen,
Too.
we talk
Shouldn't
about
have
that
lasted
real
7
quick. Now,
episodes,
see
man.
that Solomon, you took the words out of my fucking mouth,
Oh,
dog.
Mass Effect, nice nautical.
Like you got Forte. What's that? I thought that was a piece of plastic Tupperware. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a
Omni-
Mass Effect thing. Oh, I see.
Omni Blade, man.
It's an Omni Blade. All right. Yeah, you got all the toys, man.
I wish I had as many toys as you had, bro.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this
nah.
conversation.
Man. Yeah. So I forgot what we was talking about. Fucking Forte, man. What the fuck we was
The
talking about?
irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
CW.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Flash was already.
listen.
renewed for another season.
The legends, right? Like you gotta understand, like the show 7. Like I know shows that get canceled that are better for less, right?
Mm.
Yes.
7 seasons. That somebody's fucking somebody. Like you know this show ain't that good, bro. Like this that
Mhm.
7 seasons. That is remarkable, bro. Like I thought
It's a terrible show. Absolutely
it is
awful.
bad. Every
show.
season is worse than the other one. Like
Yeah,
It's true. It's so true.
it
it's
just
why it's
gradually
not
gets
bad.
worse.
The
and
show
worse.
was
Worse
so
and
bad
worse.
that the
Stop
show
watching Green
started
Arrow
to
for the same
actually
reason.
like the
Make
show
fun of
started-
itself.
Yeah, it was making
Mhm.
fun of itself. It's just
Yeah.
like, yo, come on. Like, why is
Yeah.
this here? This is taking up a time slot. It's terrible.
I felt like I was watching Mad TV with a big budget. Like it was bad.
So the question would be: do we think that if they do sell the gaming division, do we think it's going to get sold as a whole, or do you think it's more likely to get split off in different places?
I think
Split
it'll get
off.
split off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Like
Yogi,
they'll,
what up?
like they'll sell the studios. I mean, they probably won't even sell the IP. To be honest, they'll probably keep it and license it out to you. So
That's been the word. They don't want to sell the IP, which is like, I mean, that's probably the biggest part of any like interest that any publishers may have with these games. The studios are great, right? The studios are good quality studios, but if you don't actually have any IP that they have been working on primarily, then it's like, all right, so that now I gotta get them to make a whole new IP, or maybe get them working on something that I already have, which would then that would take longer to get developed. It's just, yeah, you want that IP, and most it seems like most publishers don't want to have to license that out with the knowledge that in the future you might not get that contract renewed. So, yeah. But
that
I do
just
think
makes
it'll
them
get
kind of
split up.
worthless at that. Well, not
Makes sense.
worthless, but no.
well, I mean, it's like if you could get NetherRealm with Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it without it.
I mean,
Damn,
yeah,
they took his
they
ass.
may be on Mortal Kombat.
I'll take them without it. It
Mortal-
also it just really depends how much longer Ed Boon wants to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they've been quiet lately. So
Mhm.
I
real
can see
quiet.
Sony trying to get NetherRealms because they do fighting games, and
Man, they got Evo. So
Evo,
you know,
right.
Yep.
I can see Xbox maybe looking into Rocksteady, and what's the one that is doing
So for what? To get coffee?
Yo,
to make
why you
games
being
all
so
day.
messy, bro?
But no,
What the fuck they gonna do with them?
well, what's the name of the studios that's doing Harry Potter? I don't know. Like I can't remember all their names, but like that one and the other one that did the Shadow War game that has the Nemesis system.
Oh, you talking about damn, I forget the name in their studio too.
Yeah, look, we know who they are. We just don't know
Yeah.
their names. But like I can see those studios definitely being of interest to people because they make quality games. And I can also see if you get that studio that did Shadow of War, you definitely want to be like, we want the patent to the Nemesis system because
Monolith.
Thank you.
Monolith, yeah.
And Avalanche is doing the Harry Potter game.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
Microsoft could pick up NetherRealm because they need someone to make Killer Instinct and stuff.
That's why I said I would take them without, but you know.
Well, I heard the rumors that they're trying to talk to Bandai Namco for that.
That would be
For Killer Instinct. So
that would be actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
If I was them, I would not acquire NetherRealm to do a Killer Instinct game.
No,
because Splash Damage was it Splash Damage the last one?
No,
I can't remember.
It was the company bought by
Iron Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy did, and from what I'm not a fight game person, so I don't know this, but like from people who are into fighting games, they said that was a good fighting game.
It was,
but it didn't get supported. So it's like, why would I acquire a developer to make a game for an IP that already had a quality title that didn't get supported and didn't do anything? The IP it isn't worth much.
They let that shit die, bro.
I don't think a different Xbox somebody, at that time too, though.
As somebody who used to play Killer Instinct a lot, like I feel that the way Microsoft treated Killer Instinct wasn't so good, and they actually put it on the way that they treated Mortal Kombat above Killer Instinct was something that really, especially in marketing, back in the 2014, 2015, stuff like that. That was the I think the straw that broke the camel's back when it came to the popularity of Killer Instinct. That just put Mortal Kombat over the moon and Killer Instinct just on the back burner.
The thing Xbox is go on.
Because they were sponsoring the whole tournament, I believe, right?
Yeah, I remember.
And as a Killer, and I was 100% behind Killer. I bought the Xbox first before the PlayStation, and I'm a PlayStation guy, but it was Killer Instinct, and the game was really good. And so as soon as I saw the amount of like attention they were giving to Mortal Kombat, I was like, okay, you don't believe in this? I don't believe in it either.
Absolutely.
And moved on.
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't have a dedicated fighting game, that's what I'm saying, but maybe they don't care.
They do have one. What are you talking about?
They want one that sells like gangbusters. That's the problem.
Well, no. Like they're probably just content with letting third party handle the fighting game. Probably that's why they don't care.
They don't barely get those either.
Well, Nintendo has Smash Bros, of course. Then you have that's their dedicated one.
Xbox got Tekken. That's it.
Well, I mean, it's popular, so I guess
it's popular. Yeah, and fighters. They got fighters and Soul Calibur.
If they can have their own exclusive fighting game, though, that would
they
be
have one, bro. See, that's why you need to get about that house, bro. I'm telling you. Look at you. You got it at home. It's in the house, man. Just cook it.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct's already there. It's just
that's what I'm saying.
Well. They did not treat it well.
Damn. That's tough. All right, so we can just move on from that because Singer is disconnected once again. Let's get these channel member topics and then skedaddle. All right, so shout out to John the Don saying you get teleported into the last action adventure game you played and can only use half of the skills you had in the moment to survive a whole day in the game. If you survive, you get $10 million. Do you survive? The last action adventure game I played. Hold on. Just double check to make sure this is an action adventure. Yes, the last action adventure game I played was Sekiro. Do I survive? Probably. Yeah, I think I could survive Sekiro. What about you guys? Last action adventure game.
I played a game called Ultra Age that just came out.
Yeah, that game's good.
Yeah, I'm not surviving in there. A day? No. 5 minutes maybe, but not a day. No.
What was the last action adventure game?
Yeah, you don't know what that's like, huh?
I only play RPGs for the most part.
I'm just fucking with you.
Did you play an ARPG?
Well, would Elden Ring count?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's Elden Ring, no, there is no way I'm surviving. I'm hiding under a rock and just living my life out. No. No way.
Okay.
For me, I think I was playing Ratchet and Clank, so yeah, I'll survive.
Okay. Cool.
In the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
I was playing Tunic. That game is amazing, and yeah, I think I could.
All right.
It's a whole lot of discovery going on in that game. So if you're into that, definitely play it.
Okay. Has the ability to just purchase skins and not have to complete challenges ruined multiplayer gaming? Has it led to people being less willing to practice to get better and earn the rewards, as well as shorten the lifespan of multiplayer games? No, because I don't know. I think it depends. Like maybe if you're talking about Rogue Company, yeah. But like, so no, okay. Maybe if you're talking about Rogue Company, then yeah. But
That was
like
so
other
unnecessary.
other other multiplayer games, as long as you have something to chase, you're good. So it's like
Yeah.
I'll use Destiny for instance. Destiny has really cool, nice skins in the store.
Mhm.
And I mean, yeah, technically you can chase stuff in Destiny with like if you're going through the fucking ranks, right? And getting to legend and all that stuff. So Destiny's not a competitive game though. So let's just move on from that.
Some people
Halo
think it is.
Yeah,
has
the multiplayer, isn't it?
No.
it's not competitive in the sense that it's like you wouldn't be able to host like an official event around it.
Oh, okay.
Because there's too many factors that go into the game and go into PvP that you can use from
Yeah.
PvE, so it makes it extremely unfair. It's why I'm more
It's not a
willing
level
to
playing field.
I'm more willing to jump into Halo PvP after taking a break than Destiny. I haven't been back in that fucking
makes sense.
PvP since fucking November because I'm scared. So because like it's a lot of it is ability based and not like gun based or whatever, right? So but
You talking about Halo?
no, I'm talking about Destiny.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it's completely ruined the challenge because I think like don't a lot of multiplayer games give you the option to buy stuff and also complete challenges to get
Yeah,
skins?
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
It does.
I think they do a mix of both. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of the sweet spot. But
That's why, yeah.
The successful multiplayer games do the same thing. So like
Mhm.
both the ones that are failing and the ones that are succeeding are both doing the same thing. What shortens the lifespan of multiplayer games is when the developer is not applying content on a consistent basis,
Right.
Yes.
or not taking care of the health of the game. Luca brought up
Right.
Rogue Company. Rogue Company is dead now because High Red Studios didn't get rid of hackers fast enough. So the hacking community took over the game. People skedaddled. It was like, I'm tired of getting headshot through 5 walls. I'm done.
PC
So they,
gamers.
I would say it hasn't ruined multiplayer because,
Here we go.
for example, a game I've been playing for 8 years, League of Legends, right? This game's been going strong for at least 10 years, is one of the most popular multiplayer games on earth. It's still going strong. And all they do is sell you skins. You can complete challenges to unlock skins. They always do that, but they also sell a whole bunch of skins, and that's how they make the majority of the money.
I don't see what the point of that is. The characters are so small, it's isometric view, like you can't even see them.
No, the skins look really nice, like the effects and whatnot. Like when they fully customize the skin, like it does look really cool. Like they change the effects of attacks, your ultimate. Like there's
quick.
stuff that changes.
Real quick, I just want to ask, Stage, do you have an issue with Singer? Because you've been like targeting him since he got on the show.
No, because the thing is that like with PC gaming, like in certain instances, especially like, I mean, before I even was on Xbox, I was on PC, and I witnessed hacking all the time. You know, so it's like, I mean, I think it's a legitimate thing that there's an issue where PC, and it's not really Singer in general. It's the defense of that actual argument in and of itself.
Oh no, hacking goes on all over.
Yeah, that's a pervasive issue. Like,
yeah, it is, but like it doesn't pervade in League, for example. But like to complete challenges to ruin multiplayer, I wouldn't say, because this game's been going strong on releasing nothing but skins. That's all it does is release skins, battle passes, and you can earn skins in events. Sure, you can earn them for free if you play enough and earn enough tokens. But like but it has never ruined the experience, because once your game's been going for 10 years, you're kind of locked in. You're like, you know exactly how, and it's still super mega popular. So I wouldn't say it hasn't ruined multiplayer gaming at all.
Yeah, I think in general, like it's done nothing but enhance it. It definitely hasn't shortened it, because it's probably extended it even more. Because if you sit and you really look at just how multiplayer games work when it comes to that type of stuff now, is the chase of loot or the chase of a skin is what propels you to get better at the game, so you can be more efficient in getting that type of stuff. Those challenges, you want to do them better, so you can actually progress and get the stuff faster. So I actually think those challenges actually kind of breed you into a mindset to say, okay, what's the most efficient way to get this? That's when, when Luca puts like Destiny up there and talks about it, people find out different ways to do the same thing, but do it more efficiently. That's you getting better at the game in order to, make whatever you're doing a little bit easier and manageable on your on the time that you have, because that's the number one thing that eats at your time when you're playing these games, is just slogging through the experience versus actually trying to get better at the experience to do it in a more efficient way. So I think it actually enhanced the way that games are, but I also think that's why there's less of them out there that people play, and you always hear the common ones coming up, because those are the ones that kind of learned how to prey on that type of attitude when it comes from gamers.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I think that what kills a multiplayer game is a lack of content.
Yep.
And or cheating. Those are
That's
like
true.
the two things that kill multiplayer games, and why so many of them end up failing. If there's content and cheating's not like a horrific fucking issue, then it should be fine. All right. King Kiso asks, should premium services / tiers exist, or should every company have just one tier that caters to everyone, such as a theme park, annual passes, gaming services, streaming service, etc.? Yeah, I don't mind tiers as long as they're not like excessive, like or like fucking Netflix attempting to give you 480p for $9.99 a month. Like, what the fuck, Netflix?
What is that?
That's wild.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
That's like insane.
Yeah.
So like, other than that, I don't. What's up, Louis? I don't have an issue with them having services or whatever. Carlos, I am not even close to being good enough to compete in any of the Halo events. Like, I watch those guys and they're gods compared to me. So all right, so aliens invade Earth. You must choose one person from Scumcast as the ambassador to represent us.
Meta.
Yeah, meta. Meta for sure. Yes, sir. Yep,
Singer,
meta
you
is
do
That's funny.
Singer, you go out in front.
Yeah, I would choose Meta, because he's like he'd probably do the best. Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Meta actually,
Yeah, he's
Yo,
very
yo,
much
yo,
on
I
his,
could, I could
speak
see
their language.
Meta showing up to the meeting, and he already knows their culture, their names. He knows everything about them. He knows their weaponry. Like I've been researching you.
They
guys
both do
for years.
telepathy. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be meta. Like he'd have it on lock.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Good.
What gaming opinion would get
I
you
got
absolutely dragged for?
State of Decay 2 is a great game.
Whoa!
So
Yeah,
let's
that
see here.
definitely-
They be ready to fuck you up already.
A gaming opinion. I mean, listen, I said that Elden Ring doesn't have memorable bosses in a positive way for me, and I had a bunch of freaks up in my replies for like ever. So there's one. Like, Elden Ring boss design sucks. How about that? That guy, like, I still get people bothering me about that. Like, we have the Souls vets who make content finally acknowledging reality and the truth. Okay. I mean, it's my opinion at the end of the day, so whatever. But like, yeah, so that got me dragged. The fucking Elden Ring. That chick who said Elden Ring's a bad game. They were wilding up in her reply. Shout out to her. So anyway,
I would say Nintendo first party games are overrated.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for that, Sloman. That brought me up. I could play more Switch games on my PC than the Switch.
Oh my god! I got one. I got the fucking Xbox 360 controller is a piece of shit.
What?
Yeah,
It's like one of the best controllers ever.
yeah, to demons.
Okay.
Well, I mean, are you talking about like the D-pad or the whole overall package?
Most of the D-pad, but
Yeah, that's
okay, I gotta say
would
the
think that
D-pad.
would
The
be the
D-pad
problem, yeah.
wasn't great, but
Yeah,
like
it's terrible.
It
the
wasn't.
controller is just.
But outside
overall,
of that, yeah, for shooters it was
I
amazing.
don't like the face buttons either. They feel cheap.
I Okay, I can't think of anything else that would. I mean, there's so many opinions I could drag for. I don't know, but I usually keep my mouth shut about a lot of stuff because I'm like, I don't.
I mean,
Please.
everybody here has. I don't think everybody here has like a controversial opinion. Like, these
PlayStation
all seem
games
like
are
reasonable.
overrated. Here we go.
There's a lot of people who would agree with you,
It's
though.
okay. It's fine.
You
It's
know?
fine.
So-
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on from that. Hey Luca, I don't have a topic. It's from Brandon, by the way. And these were from the Slycrow, from before. But hey Luca, I don't have a topic. I just wanted to say I love Scumcast. Oh, I'm super excited for the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. They better show gameplay, release dates for this year, and some gameplay trailers and release dates for 2023. Xbox is doing great with selling their consoles and getting mindshare back. The games need to come from first party. I can't wait to see Starfield. Let's go. Love your excitement, bro. Shout out to Slomo saying, which video game universe would you rather live in? Mass Effect, the lands between Elden Ring, Thetis from Dragon Age,
Mass
or
Effect.
Pandora from Borderlands?
None of them.
Mass
but
Effect.
actually, if I had to
Mass
pick, it would be-
Effect.
if I
Question.
had
Elden
to
Ring.
pick Mass Effect.
Elden Ring.
Without question.
And I'm gonna. And what? You want to die from the Reapers?
Right.
They come back
You
every-
wanna die
go
from the
with
Reapers?
man.
Do
I
you
will go to war with
want to
the Reapers,
die
man.
from birds with swords on their feet? Like,
Listen,
Okay, I would rather deal with that because at least I could have the chance to survive versus
Well,
dying. Like the Reapers are inevitable, you know. So
yeah, but you'll be dead by the time the next time they
okay,
come
but
back.
what if I'm in the Mass
But-
Effect?
but
When do the
you're-
games take place, Nautico?
Forte, you're
When do the games take
you're,
place,
you're
Nautico?
acting like you can choose which time period that you enter the Mass Effect galaxy.
That's why I said none of them. But if I had to choose Mass Effect,
I'm gonna choose Thetis and Dragon Age because I'm definitely not going to Pandora and
no,
Borderlands.
I'm not going to Pandora.
No, heck no. I ain't gonna end up as a
Ash and
as a-
Miranda
as
As a
lamp.
pinata on somebody's wall.
So, like,
exactly.
I think
A
you
hood
have a,
ornament.
you have a different perspective about not wanting to or being in Thetis. But I'm a woman, so no.
Yeah. What like well, okay. I didn't say in Thetis doing a blight. Doing a blight, absolutely. You don't want to.
But like in general, imagine if I was a fucking mage and got sent to one of those sketchy circles.
Right.
That like no, thank you. I'll take fucking Elden Ring.
But,
Okay.
but see, but look in Elden Ring, when in Elden Ring after America breaks the ring, because then like everybody like name one person that's living it good in the lands between.
Okay, but I honestly, dude, I would rather take that than the threat of being assaulted sexually. I'll take that over this. So see you later all day. Shout out to Lionel saying Dark Souls 1 is the most overrated Souls game next to
my
Elden
God.
Ring.
Here
Run,
we
run,
go.
run. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll take fucking Elden Ring. I'll take being a husk of waste over being in the fucking circle or
Husk
dealing
of
with
the
the
pit.
goddamn fucking blighters. You know, no fucking thank you. Okay. I definitely don't get it done that often.
And Mass Effect. One of the cool things about Mass Effect is that if you have a group kind of like what Commander Shepard had, even if you're going towards your death and you accept that experience that you're having this grand life and death situation for humanity. I mean, at least you know who's out and has your back. You have have you played Mass Effect 3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Where they
we
have the
played
reunion.
all of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, reunion where they have the reunion that made it all just come full circle. I mean, I just loved it.
Yeah.
Best part of the game right there.
Try Elden Ring Arcade. It's the most accessible. All right, shout out
Gotcha.
to Smokes saying, hi, Luca and crew. Just a South African perspective. The current discourse on these gaming streets has been blown way off the mark. Over here, we pay double the dollar amount for every consumer electronic device over here. Latest
Wow.
iPhone here was a cost equivalent to $2,000. Imagine paying $1,000 for the PS5 and $1,000 for Xbox, then $120 for each new game release. This is us over here. Y'all don't know how good you have it over there. Me personally, gaming is an indulgence and privilege. I partake as a form of escape. That's value for me. So I do not mind paying these amounts for each quality title. So this, I'm driving a Mercedes, I'm driving a BMW is stupid because they're all fucking German cars. Gamers need to chill with capping for these corporations and their subscription services and hold them accountable for the quality of each game release. Else we're headed for another gaming crash like the 80s or worse, the trash that is mobile gaming. My opinion, of course. And then like the little faces. I did want to say, sucks to suck. Like, damn, those prices really do suck.
It's the tariffs.
Yeah, it's a
those tariffs
privilege
that's
thing,
killing
too.
it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but wouldn't you like having a subscription service so you wouldn't have to pay $120 for each new game?
Oh,
Just
damn.
saying, boo. Just saying.
Right.
That's what I would be doing if
You
I
know?
was in a
Yeah,
place
Yeah,
like that.
I was thinking as you were reading, I wonder if South Africa has Game Pass or not. That would be. I wonder if you're paying double for everything, that might actually be a worthwhile service to get into.
True.
Yeah, so
That'd be the only service, honestly.
yeah, so I mean, listen, I completely understand that it's your viewpoint and perspective, and you see us Americans squabbling over $10. Not me, but you see Americans talking about it. I totally get where you're coming from, but like, those prices are insane, and I would probably be on a subscription service if I lived over there. But thank you, I appreciate the comment. And then Sub Negro asks, is it ever okay for you to let your friends slide if they use racial slurs?
Nope.
None of my friends use racial slurs, so I don't even know how that conversation would go. Like, I've never had a
Yep.
friend use a racial slur around me.
Yep.
Right.
Same.
Like, I can't even think of one instance where someone I'm genuinely friends with used any sort of racial slur, like slurs against Latinos or Asians or the N-word, or like, I've never had that experience before. So I would check them immediately, of course, but
Mhm.
like, I don't think I would be friends with a raging racist. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What about you guys?
I
Yeah.
agree.
Never had
I
those
don't.
type of-
I can't think of any friends who have done that. But if they did, I would definitely have a problem with it.
Mhm.
Same here.
Same.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right, cool. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm assuming you're asking because maybe you have a friend that maybe you're dealing with that situation. I would say if your friend's using racial slurs and you're black, that's clearly a fucking problem. You should try and talk to them about that. But I also, like I said, it's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think it's definitely weird that someone would be doing that. Like, that's weird, right?
It's
Guys?
very weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's do shout outs to channel members. Shout out to Riskit for the biscuit. I did a video about this guy and he reached out to me and we had a discussion. So I'll be on his podcast soon. But shout out to him for becoming a member of the channel. Shout out to Iman, singer King Metrochan, who recently became a member as well. Philip, JB Cash, Yobi, Outlaw, Daquan, Meat Puppet Bam Bam, MJ, Fork Boy, Alex, Jazzy, Jimmet, Persona, Bitoclado, Erodimus, Jedno, and Bandai, Phil, King Kiso, Damien, Dom, Strictly, Brother Darkness Gaming, DD Lee, All Day, Smoke, Sycamore, Razor, Lionel, Craig, Zion, Danelle, Brisky, Corey, Light Gamer, Dexflex, Starbuck, Dorenza, Sub Negro, Dut, J Bari, Arcade, Pepitio, Replicant, Nautical, The Sly Crow, Jet, Surtaz, Brandon, Drav, Blessed, Shogun, John the Dancer, X-Man, Meta, Envy, Hades, Jarrell, Slomo, Hannibal, Scrotum, and Clifton. Also, for the earlier shade from earlier, I did want to say that if it was just one post that was made about me, that's fine. Like, one post is fine. Like, it's not excessive. So I'll retract some of my statements, but not all of them. Anyway, we can just move on and get out of that. Nautical, outro.
Yo, Gaming Forte everywhere, YouTube, Twitter, Xbox Live, and PlayStation. DPS podcast was lit. We had Kronos, my former. Oh no, that was the week before. Yeah, we had Kronos on, my former PlayStation associate that worked for Sony, and it was a really, really good conversation. And make sure you check it out. Oh, plus the audio versions are up, so check it out on your favorite podcast network if you haven't yet. And we will see you guys next week. You said what?
The audio version of what is up?
The podcast.
Oh, it must have been Slow-Mo's week to upload, huh?
No, it was mine.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Anyway, so
if it was Slow-Mo's week, it would have been up yesterday.
Well, at least he got it up today. So
yeah.
Would
have actually been up yesterday if I didn't have to cut out some audio issues.
Okay, so shout out to Jay Shani for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone who supports in this way. Stage, thanks so much for coming through.
Oh, definitely. Thank you so much. I mean, it's a blessing talking to you guys. I've been a fan for quite a while, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, it kind of feels like the everything coming full circle, finally talking to you. And Singer, I don't hate you, man. Got much love for you. You're an awesome guy. I tend to question a lot of people, even if I think they're cool. So it's don't take anything as a as a pushback major.
I love everyone. It's fine.
Sound like you'd probably push somebody into a black hole if you could.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Cool.
Singer.
What up? Great panel, great show, great topic. Pleasure having Stage on as our guest. Shout out to the chat for having my back. And for those who are hating, keep hating. You're my biggest fans. You can find me at Death Singer everywhere. So yeah.
Okay, Slow.
Yo, great show. Awesome time. I'm hungry, so let's wrap this up.
Hungry is the word.
Hungry.
Okay, great. So, and I'm Luca. Shout out to all my channel members, supporters. Shout out to people in the chat who hang out with us every week. Shout out to everyone who listens after the fact. Shout out to all the super chat support. Love you guys so much. To all of the men who support me, thank you. You guys are awesome. To the few women who support me, thank you. You're also awesome. We're about to show. Are you gonna come through the Erica show, Slow? Did she ask you?
Yes, she did. I'm gonna eat dinner and then I'll be there.
All right. So Erica, her show is going on, and she wants me to come on, talk about spicy topics like, do tattoos and beards make men sexier? The answer is yes. But she wants me to come through and talk about that. Here's a link to the show. What else does she want me to talk about? Some other shit. So we're gonna go over that too. If you guys want to go listen, I dropped the link in the chat. But yeah, man. Okay, so let's see here. Blue wanted me to talk about another topic. I mean, there's nothing else really going on, Boo, honestly speaking. Like there are a couple things that happen on socials, but like nothing like major. By the way, you guys can leave if you want. I'm just doing some wrapping up or whatever. So if you want to go eat, that's fine. But yeah, all right, peace. But yeah, so nothing too major. The Halo devs did come out with a live stream showing off some of the things that will be in the next season. I have to admit, I'm really optimistic for season 2. It looks pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. So
sounds good. Where was that?
It was on their official
the
YouTube,
website,
I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was good. They showed off some like really good stuff, I think. But yeah, special shout out to Lionel for having a fundamental difference in perspective and viewpoint on a lot of issues, but always being respectful towards me. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you especially. Anyway, moving on from that. But yeah, like other than that, not too much has happened this week. Actual minisode, which is fucking shocking. But yeah, I love you guys so much.
We love you too.
We love you.
Go away, Lionel.
Is it
away.
minisode?
Go away. He's the Boo.
Is it minisode, Luca?
Yeah, it's
away
under 2
from
hours.
2 hours?
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Lionel's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, should I just keep it tagged as 197? I mean, it's under 2 hours though. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh no, here he.
What do you mean you can get more receipts on me? All right, well,
man.
whatever. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.